Morning guys, out again. It's the 20, I never know the date, do I? 26th I think of January. I'm at the bottom of, wait till the cars have gone. The Pen Y Gwyrd hotel's over there. You turn up to go to Pen Y Pass and Nant Penis. I'm just parked here and I'm doing a new route today. I'm doing the Glyder from Pen Y Pass, but I'm not parking at Pen Y Pass because I'm going to be coming back down the miners path down there. So I'm going to walk up to Pen Y Pass and then cross the road and go up the red dot path. So I've never done it before, rough idea of the directions, so got a map, got a compass. We'll work it out somehow. Weather today, a bit okay-ish. My last few walks have been really high winds, but at least today there are no high winds forecast, so it's fairly calm. And it's a bit murky is the only way to describe it. It's cold on the top, -2, but it's not too bad. It's a bit nippy, but I don't want to put a coat on and get warm when I start walking. So this is the route. You come off here and there's a path up to Pen Y Pass, because you do not want to be walking up that road. If you don't get run over walking up that road, I'll be surprised. Someone's left the socks, litter bugs. So we'll go over the little bridge and just follow the path as it winds up towards Pen Y Pass. That's where we come up. It's a good path on a hole, and heading up here. Right, that's the top of the path, and we're at Pen Y Pass. Car parking. In the winter, excuse me, first come first served, £10 for the day. In the summer season, the last 2 summers it's been £25. You have to book online and get early. So not the cheapest place to park. On the road where I've parked, £4 for the day, and that path is signposted from the bottom as 0.75 kilometres. Sorry, 1.5 kilometres. So in old money, I make that about 0.8, maybe 3/4 of a mile. It's a bit steep at the end, but it's a good constructed path for most of the way. A little bit muddy in places, but if you can't get a space here, or you don't want to pay £25, or they even may put it up this summer, you never know, then we'll park down there and walk up. Loads of spaces down there. So I'm just going to the loo, and then we're going up here somewhere. I'll go and find the start of the path. Right, just to the left of the YHA is this path, signposted the Cambria way, but I think the path is known as the red dot path, and there's still some faded red dots on some of the boulders apparently showing you the way. I don't think it's the clearest path when you get higher up, but visibility is not too bad. You can see a load of midges there. I don't know if you can see them on this camera. You can see cribgorks in cloud, but blue skies. Well, blue skies where we're not going. So it's supposed to clear up a little bit, but there might be some high clouds, so we'll see when we get to the top if we make it on the views. So let's see where we get to following this path. There's the first red dot that I've seen. Sun's starting to come out and it's starting to rain as well. Passed a bit after heavy rain it's going to be a bit wet. We've had a lot of rain last few weeks, but the last few days have been fairly dry. But this is still a bit swampy. So, heading up that way. Well, sun's come out, it's really warm. It's freezing down by the car. There's been quite a few, I've seen about 4 or 5 red dots on the rocks, although the path is fairly obvious anyway. But it might help if you're doing this route. You can see the path goes up. I think we go up and then up Glyder Fach. I've never done it from this end. Looking forward to seeing what the route's like. Lovely views. Clouds coming and going, so we might get some views up top. That's very wet. Bit of tussock hopping. Everywhere you step is a little bit. It's not overly bad, but there's a couple of deep places. Managed to avoid most of them so far. And there's over there the path seemed to sort of go straight on as well, but I know that was sort of cutting round above that lake before we cut back up, so can't remember the name of it, Flynn something. So we'll see where the path goes. Right, I've come too high up here. I've just got the map out, as you can see on this camera. The lake is Flynn Cwm. I'm up here and I want to go on this path here and then cut back up to Glyder Fach. So I've just taken a bearing. It's not too steep along here. It's a bit swampy, but I've just taken a bearing and I'm just going to I'm up here. I'm just going to head straight across and pick the path up on that side. Right, I've made my way across. In the summer, in the middle of a drought, you could probably just follow the lake round, because the path, as such as it is basically this gully. We go up this gully and up there. So just straight up here now. But sun's got in. As soon as the sun goes in, it goes cool, and when the sun comes out, it goes warm again. But we've got some views. Gork's just hidden in the cloud. Some sunshine rays in the distance, and see how we get on with this bit. Got a bit of a view. Heading up there. There's no path, it's just make your own way. How cool is that? Oh. Warning, do not do this route. Disclaimer, if you do this route and you die, don't blame me. Nearly at the top now, but that is no route. There's no route whatsoever. You can't get up there, it's all wet. I had to clamber over rocks, it's really steep. And when you're hanging onto dead heather for handholds, that ain't good. So I've not done any filming on the way up. That's probably taken me about an hour from when I last spoke to the camera to get from down there to here. I'm hoping that we come out on the coll and it's a bit flatter. I'm not sure if it wouldn't have been easier from where I was originally when I first got the map out to just carry on up and walk along the top. I'm pretty sure that was what I meant to do, but this is horrendous. It's okay now, just got to get up there, hopefully. Oh, that was one of the toughest days I've had. That, well, toughest hour. Right, oh, at the top of that gully, see the cars down the road by Pen Y Pass, just above Pen Y Pass. Right, so that's Llyn Finnan. I'll just come up here. We're now on this in front of us is bulk the Glyder, which is that, and basically I'm just going to go straight up there, and then I can either cut across up to Glyder Fach or see what the time is like and just go to Glyder Fach. But that is not a route. I'll tell you what, there were some points where I got to, I thought if I don't get anywhere, I'm not going to get back down here. Oh, you can see Clip Gork now. Rain's held off. Clouds over that way, but not bad up there. So let's. I'll get up to the top and have something to eat. Clouds coming in right at the worst time. That is steep. All loose scree. And what you think is the top from down there? It's not. You just keep going up, so we get to the top and see where we are, or not see where we are, as the case may be. All the expanses of snow, which is from last week, there's not one single footprint apart from mine, but you have to be careful because your foot goes right down. Right, I'm almost at the top of that ridge. There's a bit more there. I've just stopped and had some lunch. It's an absolute pea super now. So I'm doing that. Glyder Fach's that way. Glyder Fach's that way. I'm just going to make myself up and I should hit the path end of a Gribben ridge to go to Glyder Fach, and that's what I'm going to do. Excuse my fumbly fingers. I'll pick this path up now, it's heading towards Glyder Fach. I'll say it before Coos puts it in the comments. Yes, it's Spencer's views. Can't see a thing. Nice and quiet though. I haven't seen another person since I left Pen Y Pass. Right, I wasn't sure then. I was following what looked like a path, like a sheep path. So I've got OS Locate on my phone. It gives me the easterns and the northerns. Checked on a map where I was, and I could see I was just slightly off the path. And there's the cairn. So, back on track. So it comes from Glyder Fach towards Glyder Fach now. First footprints I've seen all day that aren't mine. Oh, going this way. Still quite a bit of snow up here. Still no visibility like. There's plenty of places to walk where there's no snow, but it's not a cramp on weather anyway. I'm going to go straight on over Castell y Gwyrdd rather than drop down. Whew. I still haven't seen one single person since I left Pen Y Pass. It's eerily quiet because of the fog. All you can hear is the crunch of the snow in your own footsteps. Pretty awesome, if I do say so. That's Gribben Ridge up there. And I'm heading towards Castell y Gwyrdd. Just seen my first two couple there. I was on that lower path and I saw them up here. So I've come up to this path because it comes along the edge. Ooh, a bit slippery. No, I don't think I've been on this one before. Keep going this way. It's pretty awesome. I'll drop back down here now, but I don't think I've ever stayed right up onto the rim. I've always come on that path, that lower path that I was on then. So drop back down, probably meet it further down. No sign of any visibility clearing. Cast us a gwint. Find a way over. Still no views. Not that way. The classic view of Castus y Gwynt. That was a bit hairy at the top. I got to the top. I didn't fancy that down climb, so I backtracked and came around the side there. Right. I don't think we're going to get any clearer weather than this today, so we'll crack on. I was just thinking that this snow, now it's frozen a bit, it's not too bad to walk on. My foot went in right up to my knee. Oh, it's a good job I managed to stop. I twisted my knee then. So I'm just on the way around this jumble of rocks to the cantilever stone, and there's nothing to see. I see them two people, that couple that I saw on the path along a Gribben. I've not seen another person since I left Pen Y Pass about 10ish. So is it now? 3:25. Fantastic day. Bound to be someone by the cantilever stone. I've only seen it a couple of times with no one there. Right, put this away while I navigate this. And there's no one here. Cantilever stone. Unbelievable day. I'm going to sit and have a finish off my soup, bit of chocolate for some energy, and then I get away down the miners path. I've never done it that way towards Pen Y Pass way. Pen Y Gwyrd, that's the one. Oh, there we have it. Seems a bit brighter, but no better visibility. Gonna sit down and have something to eat. Pretty suitably refreshed. Still nobody about. Sun's trying to break through, but it's not having much joy. It's on the way down now. Hoping I don't finish in the dark, which is looking likely. But unfamiliar route, not ideal. But making my way back down now towards the miners track. Come down out of the clag a little bit. Some nice colours over the sea and the sun. So I should be down there. I've getting down through that snow. I've been pushed further and further over by trying to stick to the rocks. You sink up to your knees in the snow, you can make no progress whatsoever. Get down here. Oh, down here, back to the path. Whew. That was hard work. Drivan. Getting down from there, still cloudy at the top. Now normally when I'm parked in Oggy, I would drop down here and follow it round past Llynboclid. But according to the map, this is the miners path going this way. And this goes round and then back down to the Pen Y, and I can't say it, right? I always thought it was like something like Pen Y Gwyrd, but a W in Welsh is not a W, it's like a ooh. So I'm guessing it's Pen Y Gwyrd. That's a Foel Gork. To the cantilever. So home straight ish. I think it's about an hour to get back to the car, and I remember these paths being really marshy. And I've seen the third person of the day, a guy with his dog in front. What a quiet day. One of the hardest walks I've done, that. When I finish off, I'll get the it might not be, if it's dark or back to the van, it might not be today, but I'll finish off with a look at the map and the route that I should have done, which I reckon would be a lot easier than the route that I did do. So for now, back down the miners. Looking fabulous down there now. Across to the cantilever. Still nothing up on Glyder Fach. Back to the walking through this snow that suddenly collapses and lunges you down to your knees. That's amazing. That could go looking good. That track's not very clear now. It's quite a narrow one and no one's been across it. But walking in the snow is softer down here. You have to be, you sink in when you're not expecting it. Your feet just go straight down. I've been up to my knees a few times today. So it's not an obvious path at all. I think I'm still on the right one. I've got the map out, it shows it going pretty straight. Wet everywhere. I'm presuming it goes down there. But that's where I want to go, down there. I come down there, a bit lethal. I've joined another rocky path coming down here, so I'm wondering if at the top, where it was very indistinct, I should have gone round behind that rock. But there's a track there. It's just not being used and the snow's really deep. So hopefully it'll be a lot easier to follow now, especially as the light starts to go. Nice stream over there, waterfall. On the car, I actually can't see it, which is a bit worrying. Oh well. I think I can see it. Oh, hope it's still there. I'm trying to work out why the road doesn't get any closer. However far you walk, it doesn't get any closer. There's Slin, what was it, Llyn Finnan. We went around on the other side. And where that low bit is of the mountain, I can't see what I'm pointing at with this lens, but where the low bit is, I think I should have carried on up there and just gone along the ridge rather than going the way I went, but never mind. It's been a long day and it's been a real tough day as well. My muscles are ready to relax, but they can't because I've got to get back down there. That's hopefully I'll make it before it goes properly dark. Quite steep that. Last look at the view. I come to the stile, got my head torch ready, and it's just a case of following this path wherever it goes, down there somewhere to the road, and then back to the car. The light is awesome. Now this is horrendous. You keep finding paths and losing them. It's soaking wet and I'm still miles from the road. It's not pleasant. There's about 50 million paths there. You eventually come to this stile and this bridge. The moon. That was horrendous. It's just all swampy grass and rocks. Hopefully the path will be easier to follow, you know. I've made it. There's the road. I'm parked down the road there about 300 or 400 yards. Oh man. Hi guys, I just wanted to give a summary of the walk. It's Sunday now. I did the walk on Friday. And I just want to show you what the planned walk was and the walk that I actually did were two different things. The walk I planned to do was this one here. I walked up the path to Pen Y Gwyrd, and what I should have done, following that path up to here and then back up to Glyder Fach, what I actually did was I stopped about here. I'll show you on the OS map. I walked up from Pen Y Pass. When I got to about here, it was a little bit unclear. I thought I'd gone too. I remembered in the book that I had to go across here, so I got the map out, and then I saw this and thought that looks like a very doable option. So this is all swamp around here. It's all marshy all the way up here. So I took a bearing, and then I tried to keep a bit high actually, because it was so wet down here, so marshy, and I made my way across to about here, and then I made my way up here, but from the bottom it looked okay, but that is a nightmare. You can't stay in the gorge. It splits into two a bit higher up here. You can see different streams coming down. This is all snow at the top inside, and this is all loose ferns and heather, all dead. I got onto some rocks to get up, but I had to keep coming back down, and it took forever to get up here. Once I got up here, I ended up right next to the path. From when I said I'm just going to go up that last bit there, I hit the path after about 5 yards from where I was, and then it was just a case of pea super on the top, followed it over to Glyder Fach. But if you're doing this route, it'd be better to stick and go up the top. But this miner's path, you drop back down. Normally, if I was parked in Oggy, I would drop back down here. But this, it's swampy at the top, but once you start dropping down here, this is horrendous. I got down to probably about here, and I had my head torch on by then. It was dark, and multiple paths down here. You eventually end up by this, going over this footbridge, and from there there's a wall. You try and follow it down, but it's all swampy. The path is all over the place, and then eventually you hit the road down here, and then I was parked by here. So you hit the road here after the footbridge. It's just horrendous. Don't do that gully. But saying that, it was a cracking walk. It was an all-day walk. I started a bit late actually. It was after 10 when I started from the car, but you've got about 3/4 of a mile up to Pen Y Pass. Then you've got that gully. It took me ages. It took me well over an hour to get up there, and I ended up hanging on to dead heather as handholds, and that's not ideal. But I just thought I'd give you a bit of a summary. That is not very good to go that. So if you do this route, just stick to there and then follow it back on. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.